And the first thing we're going to see, they give you some, here's things you might want to know. The 40 best free legal movies you can download right now. The main focus was to present a bunch of websites that could be useful to educators. Our twist on that comes back to our whole thinking about transformational learning is we wanted to introduce websites that probably wouldn't normally be considered to be at all educational. We showed a number of sites like how to get raw data from ocean buoys, why? But then a couple of examples we gave actually using that maybe in a geography class, maybe in a science class to track wave height and wind following a hurricane or something. But a lot of different sites like that get all with the basic idea of trying to get out of the normal way we do of developing learning activities. Our idea is just to try and get folks bringing things into their thinking that normally we wouldn't bring in there. Things that apparently don't seem to be related at all, but the more we think about it, we start finding connections that make us think in directions we wouldn't have before. So it opens new doors. I've got a couple of sites to show you that you may use or may not, but this to me is where we have fun with what we're doing is about about thinking about how we do what we do. If we're educating, if we're selling, if we're trying to sell a message politically or a lobbying message, or if we're trying to think of new revenue streams, how do we think about the way we're doing that? But the goal is to try and disrupt our normal way of thinking about things so we start bringing connections in that we wouldn't have before. But it's because of those new connections that we really start looking different from others doing the same thing. And our message stands out differently from others. Because we've all been trained, basically wherever we went, whatever we read, the core is there. And if we can flip that a little bit, that's to our advantage. I think the key thing we're hoping to do with Imagi Learning is to help folks in whatever, whether they're an educator or a corporate trainer or a CEO or a lobbyist or politician. The goal is to begin thinking differently about how we do what we do. Just to get a spark in mind of how do I find something that at first glance is totally unrelated, and yet in the learner's world, there could be a real good connection. How can we take whatever my subject area is and find some connection that's real in the life of my learner?